Today we're going to talk about Chroma Twist and this gorgeous yarn. Are you ready?
Hi, my name is Nikki and I'm the creator of Nikki's Homemade Crafts.
Whoopsie daisy, what happened here? Chroma Twist is a brand new yarn from WeCrochet. It is absolutely stunning. It is worsted weighted yarn and I absolutely love the colors. So let me show you the details about this gorgeous yarn. I'm going to show you how it works up, at least I'm just going to use some single crochet to show you the texture of it and whether it splits or not, because guess what? I haven't even used it yet. But I have to tell you, when I say gorgeous, I'm talking about the colors and the feel of it. I have not used it yet, so we're going to check it out together, shall we? So who is here? Who is here? I am so excited you guys are here. I see so many amazing people here. I see Donna, I see Diane, I see Patty and Marion. So many amazing people. Who is here? Who is here? So excited. All right, so let me switch my screen. There we go. So I have only a few colors. So there's many colors, okay? And I'm going to show them to you in a second. But I ordered only 4 different colors because they're likely the ones I'm going to use. So these colors I ordered because I want to use them for winter stuff. You know, think of ice or, you know, anything cold, right? So these are cold colors that I love using when it comes to winter patterns. And I believe this is going to be great for hats. Ooh, I love making hats, so I'm excited for this. And then you guys know I absolutely love anything red or purple tones, so I had to get these different types of colors as well. And so here's kind of orange, pink, red in there. It almost reminds me of like a sunset or something. And then this is absolutely stunning. The purples in here, it's pretty much red with purple. I like pink with purple, I should say. It's so beautiful. All right, so let me show you the details of it. Why don't I just use this since I have it in my hand? I'll arrange this kind of like that so you can see it. Okay, so this one is called Lupine. So Chroma Twist worsted weight. It has 218 yards, 100 grams. And it has 70%, I don't know if you guys can see that, I hold it like this, 70% superwash wool, 30% nylon. It's a number 4, as I said, machine washable and tumble dried low. So absolutely beautiful. You can use the hook sizes and needles that they recommend, but you know, I always go with what I usually use for worsted weighted yarn. It's either a 4 or 5, depending on, you know, what texture I want, or let's say a range between 4 and 5, right? That's usually what I use for worsted weighted yarn. Again, it also depends on, do I need a tight stitch? Then I want 4, you know, like a 4 millimeter, or if I want it a little bit looser, then I use a 5 millimeter. It really depends on the project for me. So, okay. This color here is called, oh, I can't pronounce it, Cousteau. This is Narwhal, and this gorgeous goodness over here is Tiki. I guess it reminds me a little bit of Tiki, right? It's absolutely beautiful. So I have here a G hook. As I said, I sometimes use a 4 millimeter hook. So here's a G hook. It does recommend I through K, but as I said, I typically use G and H for worsted weighted yarn. So let's see which one is easy to grab. This one is easy to grab. So I'm just gonna pull this. Let's see here. Which one am I? Let me pull this out so I can use a little bit of it. So let's see how this works out. Let me zoom in a tiny bit. There we go, so you can see what I see. Okay, here we go. Slip knot. I love the variegation in this. I love that it's a twist with the variegation. So it's kind of a combination, right? So let's be clear. It is variegated plus a twist. So twist usually means, you know, it's twisted, but typically when a company calls a twist, it is to emphasize there are a couple different colors involved, right? So if you've ever looked at Dishy Twist, you can see that it's 2 different colors that are twisted together. But here, it's not just twist. It has multiple different colors, a variegation of it, which is why they called it chroma, because there's that chroma effect, that ombre effect of the colors variegating throughout, even though it's twisted. But you can see here is more 2 different orange colors. Here's kind of a yellow orange. Here's kind of a pink, orange, right? And over here, this is again this one. It could be pink, could be red, or orange. You know, I should look at my actual colors because I'm looking at the screen here. But yeah, this is kind of an orange yellow. This is a pink yellow. This is an orange orange. There's two different orange tones. This one is the same as this one. But yeah, so let's work this up, shall we? And if you guys have any questions, leave me them below or on the side, depending on where you are. And then I'm going to answer them right after I show you all the details about this yarn. Okay, so the first thing I can tell you is, even though I expected it to split, it doesn't split. It actually pulls really nicely. So let me now just do a few single crochets here and see how this is working up for me. I am always slower when it comes to a chain. I should have made a chain first. You know, chains are always slowing me down. I expected it also to be hard to find where my stitches are because of the twist, but it's actually not that hard. Just go in and it doesn't split. It has some fuzz to it, which is normal for wool, but it actually works up fairly nice, very smoothly. Again, I expected it to split, but it doesn't split at all. So which is fairly nice. You know, you want that to happen, right? Oops, let me grab a little bit more yarn. Am I on screen at all? Sometimes I look at myself, but I don't look at the camera. Here we go. So let me just finish up the row and I'll show you how it looks like. You know, single crochets take a little bit longer, but it looks really nice. It works up nice. As I said, no splitting or anything. I don't have a problem with that. It does have a little bit of a fuzz to it. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see a little bit of a fuzz, you know, fuzziness. My husband doesn't like fuzziness, so he would not approve of this yarn. He really doesn't like any fuzz, so he's not a wool fan. But it does have some fuzz, so you can see here when my stuff gets a little darker, you can see it. I don't know if you can see it here. Yeah, you can see the fuzz a little bit, right? But it works up nice. I have no problem with it. It doesn't split at all. It's really nice yarn. So I'm thinking I'm going to use it for a hat. Hopefully someone who likes wool in my family will like it. But I like it. It's really, really nice. Let's see. Do I have to pay anything to watch this video? No, you don't have to pay anything. There is a button down below where you, in a chat while I'm live, there's something called support. You can send me money if you want to. That is something that YouTube added. It's called creator support. So yes, you can send money, but you feel free to watch this for free. No money needed here to watch me. No. But yeah, you can support the creators if you wish to do so. And this is not just for me, this is for anyone. All right, so here we go. So these are the colors that I have. Let me turn this around so you can see this a little bit clearer. But yeah, isn't that beautiful? I absolutely love this. So now let me show you where you can get it. By the way, there is a link down below in the description, so you can grab the yarn yourself. I also have a link down below, right below here, literally underneath where it says the title, then it says my YouTube channel. Right underneath there is a description. You may have to click see more. There's like a drop down so you can see all the links, because I put a bunch of links there. So make sure you click them all or check them out at least, because a lot of you guys sometimes don't see the links. There are down below. I promise. It's a big description. It's a huge description, but you just have to click on see more to see them all. Don't forget, of course, to what happened here at my... There we go. It always gets to the wrong camera. I don't know. I have 3 cameras attached, so sometimes it goes to the wrong one. Anyways, make sure you also subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any videos that I have coming out like every week, and of course my live videos, right? But let me show you now the yarn itself. Here we go. Today, technology is not on my side, huh? Okay, Chroma Twist worsted. So you can get it from Knit Picks as well as WeCrochet. Again, there's a link down below in the description. And if you're brand new to WeCrochet, you're going to have a pop-up that says sign up for their newsletter and you get 15% off. So yay. Also, if you're in a certain country, you can get free shipping if you add a certain amount to your cart. For WeCrochet, it is US, Canada, UK, and Australia. Those ones get free shipping after you added a certain amount to your cart, but it depends on the country, right? So yes, this is a little bit more expensive yarn, But I have to say, if you make a very special project, it is absolutely worth it. And they do have sales once in a while, and with a 15% coupon plus free shipping, it actually is worth it for me. And, you know, as I said, I only ordered 4 of them, and there's a reason for it, because I probably wouldn't use it as often, but I would use it for like a hat to make a statement, or I would add it as an accent. I don't think I would use this yarn for an entire cardigan. That would be too colorful for me. You see what I'm saying? I like using variegated yarn for a color splash that happens like at one little part of your body, right? You wouldn't use it for amigurumi unless that's really what you're going for. But it is really, really nice yarn for a color splash or something to make a statement. So for me, it is worth it. And there's yarn that's way more expensive. Remember, premium yarn can get like to $25, $30, $40 a skein. This is actually fairly affordable for premium yarn. And you can see there's different colors here. There's more colors than I have. One of them even called Wednesday. That's kind of interesting. I don't know why Wednesday gets a gray color. Why? Is Wednesday gloomy? gloomy? But anyways, we have Go-Go Boots. Okay, sometimes these names are quite hilarious, okay? Not sure why it's called Go-Go Boots. But yeah, we have Sandpiper, Sedona, and Tiki. You saw that I had Tiki and Lupine. I have that. And I have Ghost Toe. I don't know how to pronounce this right. Faith Thumbs. I don't know how to pronounce this. Narwhal. Yeah, those are the ones that. Oh, here I forgot one more. Sunderosa. I don't know, but there are some patterns here you can grab as well with this yarn. But there is a link down below in the description for my free crochet patterns on my website, and I have probably 80% of them have worsted weighted yarn, so any of those patterns will work with this yarn. Absolutely beautiful. As you can see, it is a 2-ply twist, right? So it's really beautiful, and I showed you guys the details of them. So let me switch back here so you can see me and I can see your questions. Okay, here we go. Barbara says, Nikki, is there really a difference between crocheting with furls yarn, which is spun, for crocheting regular yarn like Chroma? Yes, there is 100% a difference. Barbara, there is a link, or actually I should just say go to my website and type in S twisted or Z twisted. Either one works. So furls crochet is Z twisted yarn. So Z twisted yarn is typically known as crocheter's yarn. Why? Because, and here I know that sounds very... okay, let me say it this way. Typically, let's say 80 to 90% of the crocheters are right-handed. I'm sorry, left-handed, but left-handed people, I have left-handed people in my family, so I'm not criticizing you guys at all. But I'm just saying that typically right-handed people are crocheters, or the other way around. Crocheters are right-handed. Most of them, not all of them. Because of that, they called it crocheter's yarn, because of the twist. Let's get back to the twist, okay? When it's twisted a certain way and you crochet a certain way as a right-handed person, okay, you go against the twist and therefore don't split the yarn. So do you see where I'm going with this? I know it has nothing to do with, you know, left or right-handed, but technically the right-handed people should be using Z-twisted yarn to never have a split, and left-handed people should use S-twisted yarn, which is funny because which actually means that left-handed people have an easier way getting yarn that doesn't split. So yay lefties. So yes, lefties have no problem with the typical yarn that's out there, which is S-twisted yarn. It is easier to knit with S-twisted yarn. So do you see now why it's called crocheter's yarn versus knitter's yarn? So S-twisted, this is S-twisted. Okay, have no problem. Left-handed people and knitters don't have problems. So let me say it this way. Yarn was created because of knitting. Crochet came later. Knitting started first, okay? So if you go back into the history, knitting came first. Yarn was created because of knitters. Most people are right-handed, so therefore they twisted the yarn according to what a right-handed knitter would use, right? So now for crocheters, then it was an issue how to use the yarn when it was very splitty, right? Because of the twist. If you don't have a tight twist, then it splits easy for right-handed crocheters. Wow, that was a long story, but I think it's making sense, right? If you want a little bit more detail and actually see the twist and why it does, and I actually showed to you on pictures, head to my website and go to so nikkishomemade.com. Link is down below, and then just type in the search bar on my website. Type in Z twist, and then you will find the entire article about it. So yes, there is a difference. All right. Oh, that was a long story. Yeah, Donna says, I don't have problems with most yarn because I'm a lefty. Yes, exactly. So lefties have actually, as a crocheter, a benefit because of the yarn actually works for them perfectly. The yarn that's available 95% of the time is S-twisted yarn. So it's actually benefiting them. So there you go. Really applies to whether or not it splits. Correct, Barbara, that is correct. Okay, let's see. Did I miss any questions? So is this true number 4? Yes, it is a true number 4. It is the thickness of a Brava yarn, I would say. It is not as thin as Kieran Simply Soft. You know, I always say Kieran Simply Soft is on the thinner side of worsted weight. I personally have to say, I would consider Kieran Simply Soft a DK yarn, but I know officially it's not. It's not a 3 yarn or number 3 yarn. It's a 4 yarn. For me, it is way too thin for a 4 yarn, but that's just my opinion. Nothing I can do about it. But anyways, so it's not as soft, as thin as Simply Soft. It is the thickness of Brava yarn. Brava has different thicknesses too, but I'm talking about Brava worsted, or you can say Premier yarn, everyday yarn. Those are also worsted weighted yarn, right? So that's the same thickness right here, okay? That should make sense. Let's see. Did I miss any other questions here? Would this work good for fingerless gloves? Yes, it would. And in fact, because it uses wool, in case you're not allergic to wool, so you can use it, right? But because it uses wool, it actually keeps you warm. Okay, so if you have ever gotten my 300 plus tips and tricks book, mini course with an ebook in there and 48 videos, link down below in the description if you're interested. It has an entire section about yarn in there, like a huge section about yarn, and that explains you everything about the different types of yarn and which keeps you warmer, which is better for which, and what has a better drape, etc., right? So wool is great for anything to keep you warm. Okay, so yes, if you want fingerless gloves, most people want fingerless gloves now, unless they're really, really in the cold, right? Because they want to be able to use their phones, but they want to keep warm. So fingerless gloves are perfect for that, right? So yes, it would be perfect for fingerless gloves when it's a little colder, but you still want to use your phone. Make sense? Or your fingers. Yeah. Donna likes the purple version. I get why you like the purple version. It's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. I absolutely love the pink in there and the purple together. It's gorgeous. You can just see the gloss of it. It's just so beautiful. I absolutely love it. So what did I say? Yeah, it's the nylon. So the part that you see kind of glossy in there is the nylon in there. It's no silk, but it's nylon. So let's see. I love the purple. Yay. Okay. So that's why when I crochet with Simply Soft, it tends to split. That is correct. Simply Soft is actually one of the worst splitting yarn that I've ever experienced. So yes, I really, okay, when I first started out crocheting or knitting, I got Kieran Simply Soft because it was cheap and it seemed soft and like, it has a shiny effect to it. Like, oh, it's beautiful. But oh my gosh, it splits so much and it's too thin for worsted and it has all kinds of issues. So I don't like using it anymore. And if you've seen my patterns, I never use it again. That was way in the beginning. Yeah, don't like it. And I'm sorry I have to say that. It's my personal opinion. Personal opinion, don't like it. What is meant by superwash? It pretty much means that you can wash it, but I don't know the official definition of superwash. I'm sure there's more to it. Did not look into it, so don't want to say anything more. I just know that it's especially made that you can wash it without having felting going on, right? You still want to be careful because wool can felt, but I'm sure it's special treated in a way that it shouldn't felt when you wash it, which is why it says machine wash cold. So machine wash cold means if you put heat on wool, it will felt. So very important. It even splits with knitting. See, Barbara, there is no good way of using Simply Soft. I'm not the only one. It's just a very bad yarn. I'm sorry. It looks, you know, it's one of those yarn, it has that hope. You know, you look at it, it's like, oh, I'm excited for it. And then you really work with it and you're like, you seem so nice. You know, it's like a guy that you want to date, and then you think, oh, you're so handsome and everything, right? And you seem so good. And then when you meet him and you're like, oh boy, what did I do? That's that yarn, right? It's the same with a good friend or whatever. I'm just saying. That's my opinion on Karen Simply Soft. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer's here. Yay. All right. Do you guys have any more questions about Chroma Twist? I'm here for you. Okay. Chroma Twist. I do not have a Crafty Crochet review show in the next couple weeks because I have a mystery crochet along. So at least at the point of this filming, because this video stays up forever. Just saying. But yeah, go check it out. Lol, when I started out crocheting, I bought a bunch of Karen Simply Soft and had the same experience. Diana, I think everyone's going through it. Yeah, so, that's all I gotta say. Karen Simply Soft has the same experience with everyone, right? It's that perfect dream yarn, and then you start working with it and you're like, but yeah, Chroma is gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's the perfect yarn, whether you're going to use it for knitting or crocheting. It's absolutely beautiful. Yes, and it would be even great for the mystery crochet along. Just saying, it's perfect. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Can't wait for the crochet along. Yay! I'm excited. Okay, if you don't have any more questions, I do want to remind you to subscribe if you haven't done so, and be sure to turn on that bell. You're going to see that bell. Turn it on so you get a notification the next time I have a live or publish a new video. I'm just saying, YouTube is making it harder. If you only subscribe and you don't turn on the bell, you will likely miss all my videos. They literally do that now. So the other way you can do it is just subscribe to my newsletter and I'll remind you when there's a video available. But just saying, this really helps. Just turn on the bell. Click. Anyway. Ooh, that was a bubble. Air bubble went in the wrong way. Anyways, I hope you guys had an amazing time, and I hope to see you next time. And yeah, check out my website. Check out the link down below in the description. Get your Chroma yarn if you really love it as much as I do. And I hope you have an amazing day today. Until then, I'll see ya. Bye.